Well, listening to that again, I think there is a debate to be had actually as to whether what happened in the course of 2022 in the House of Commons proved that actually our democracy is alive and kicking. We didn't turn into a presidential democracy. We were a constitutional parliamentary one, and we managed to replace the prime ministers that we didn't like with ones that we didn't like. And then we've got one we may not like as well, but he's the one we've got at the moment. And anyway, I would add to Sir Lindsay Hoyle, in terms of an international laughingstock, well, nobody's laughing, but far worse things took place in other countries. Putin invading Russia, the Taliban basically banning women from work and study, a subject we are going to turn to after 8. The President Xi of China incarcerating his population and then endangering them by reopening. I think that Sir Lindsay Hoyle is guilty of hyperbole. But what about you? 0345 6060 973. Do you agree with Sir Lindsay Hoyle that in the course of this year, our country became an international laughingstock? 0345 6060 973. Text 84850 or tweet at LBC. Well, I mentioned the Queen's funeral, and actually, Lindsay Hoyle did go on to say that after the Queen died in September, Parliament showed itself at its best, the country showed itself at its best. And so I tried to think of times in the course of the year that I felt very, very proud of this country. I think the way that the UK led the West's response to Ukraine is something we can be proud of. We weren't an international laughingstock. As I mentioned just before, parliamentary democracy actually worked. We didn't go too Trumpy and presidential. On a lighter note, ABBA Voyage opened in a specially designed studio in the east of London. Back to back in Hyde Park over 2 nights. We had Elton John and the Rolling Stones and Paul McCartney and Glasto. I thought that showed the nation at its best. Wimbledon. How about Wimbledon? I mean, I thought that was wonderful, apart from the time a spectator got refreshed and threw his glass of red wine over the back of my head. What didn't go well? I will allow Tory politics. Bit convulsive, bit tumultuous. Brexit didn't go well, as we were talking about in the last hour with Ian Payne. Industrial relations hasn't gone well. Control of the borders hasn't gone well. But international laughingstock, don't make me laugh.